Hey, Ted here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. A couple of advertisements here at the start. I finally completed the Elliott Wave and RSI Advanced course, so if you want to master the RSI and want to learn how it can be utilized properly with Elliott Wave Theory, check out the course on Udemy. I've also founded Countertrend Capital with these guys over here, so if you are looking for signal service and more education, check us out here on countertrendcapital.com. And lastly, if you want to educate yourself and support me, you can take a look at Patreon, where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra content overall. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the charts next. So here we are on 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, and today again we're going to be diving in from the macro picture into the micro, and again let's go through the higher time frame structures first. So one of the main structures that I've been talking about for so long now has been this one, where we were looking for this as an ABC coming down, very proportionately looking good for that wave W. Then we were looking for this as the wave X, but now we have had this recent move up, which is no longer making this X wave that good looking. It was expected that this was going to be making something like this. However, we got a 3-bear move here, and now we have been creating a new high here. Now, of course, at the moment we are still within the same resistance that we talked about previously on previous video of Bitcoin, but we're going to be looking into later what this could be part of here on higher time frame. Overall, again, the idea previously was that we had a B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looked very nice like that. We did extend to the 1.236 extension of this A wave for that C wave, and we had a nice 5-wave move here with the proper divergences all the way around. So again, it looked very decent. Now, there is a chance that this wave X is not complete. So how does that fit overall into the idea of this count, having the count again more as a bearish count? Well, it might be that this would be just the first leg of that wave X, while this is still possible to become the middle structure or the connecting structure for this structure to be connected to the next. I know it is very sideways structure, and this is again from last June, so this would be probably going on the rest of the year again until next year, but this is definitely a possibility still. And when does this invalidate is kind of soon, if we are pumping up higher. Let's take a closer look on that while we're still thinking of this bearish idea, where this again looked like a 3-way structure. Again, if this was a C wave and we had continued the previous trend, we would expect this to become impulsive wave structure. Now, there was a chance of becoming some kind of impulsive here, but again, it does not look like that anymore. Again, a 3-way structure, ABC or WXY, again, don't matter at this point anymore. But again, a 3-way structure in both cases. Now, there is still a chance that this indeed is a B wave, this structure here. How? Well, we look at this bear count here. And at this point, again, we would be saying that we have some kind of A wave here, B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and some kind of ending diagonal here. Again, the ending diagonal is generally using to create a lot of divergences, giving us signals that we are going to be pivoting downwards at some point. Again, we can see divergences here all the way from the top of wave A. And again, these can be seen from multi-hour timeframes to all the way to lower timeframes. So again, they're very much present, and again, we could be looking for some kind of dump here. Now, today is going to be the FOMC, or the federal rate, I guess, announcement again. So again, that is going to be very pivotal for today, how that is going to go. I think it is expected to have the 0.25%. If it goes for 0%, this might just take off. And then at this point, if we go beyond the 28.9K, which is here, the 1.618 retracement of this wave A, I don't think this is probable anymore, this bear scenario. Then we could be thinking about the more bullish scenarios. But until this breaks, we can still be thinking and talking about at least this possibility of having this as an ABC. Now, whether it is going to be a connector wave for this kind of structure here, we don't know of that yet. Again, this can be developing into something else as well. But again, that's very high time frame. We don't really need to be talking about that at the moment again. But just to give you an idea where I could see the market going at this point. But that's the bear idea. Let's take a look at the more bullish ones. Go back to the macro picture here on 8 hours. Again, not the best look here for sure. WXYZ ending at the lows of November 23rd. For this one, again, if we want to be seeing a bit better proportions, we need to go to log scale, where we have this as a WXYZ, where everything is a bit more proportionate. Since the lows though, we had this as a potential 1-2 coming up. So for the more impulsive wave count, we had this count where we had this as a file wave, 3-way pullback into wave 2, 3, 4 and 5, similar to the ABC count, but instead this would be a start of something new. In this scenario again, we would have a 3-way pullback into wave 2, so again the bullish count would be saying that this is a 1-2, and then we'd be looking for a third wave. The bull count here locally would be something like this, where we would be having this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are completely wrong degrees, but no matter that. We would be again looking for some kind of ending structure at this top, and if we want to be bullish, we definitely want it to be coming down for a healthy retracement, potentially coming back to this area over here with the consolidation, and even lower. Well, golden pocket does not really have much. Just below it we have this kind of consolidation, so I don't really like that too much. I feel like this area here, where we do have weekly and a daily close, daily opens, naked point controls and TPOs, all the way from the 38 to 0.5 area is definitely a key area for me. Golden pocket has, however, that point of control. If we fail to hold this area, and this indeed is becoming a 1-2, this is somewhat relevant area. But again, this point of control is considering everything before it here as well. So take that into your consideration if that is valid for you or not. But that would become the bull case, and this would become a 1-2, and this would become this color, and there we go. And that's that. There is definitely a way to trade this drop as well. If we see a proper 3-way structure here forming a 3-way up, there's definitely entrance or short entries there as well. You could be looking for shorts here as well, that I am as well. So, but again, I'm not going to be talking about that at this very moment. Now, there's one more still count that we talked about previously, which was this kind of diagonal. Now again, depending on your view, whether wave 1 and wave 4 needs to be overlapping. This is not overlapping, so you can consider this, whether this is valid for you or not. In this one, we would have a diagonal like this. Again, very similar to the bull count itself, but instead of this being a wave 1, this would be already a wave 3, based on the idea that RSI is the highest here. Again, on contracting leading diagonals, is very common to see this as well as the highest RSI, as the first structure here would be the most strongest of those moves, right? So again, that would be the highest of momentum as well. But those are the things that I'm looking for on Bitcoin this week, and definitely going to be interesting to see the rate changes today, so keep an eye on that. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes and comments. If you want to educate yourself, check out the course on Udemy for advanced RSI and Elliott Wave, how to combine those two together. And again, for the Patreon, there is going to be weekly live streams and the basic course for Elliott Wave as well, if you're new. If you want to have trade setups and more education, including some Elliott Wave stuff and more other ones as well, such as SMC concepts, check out Counter Trade Capital. All the links for these are on the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.